Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lady Candic and today we're doing a Where Are They Now video for X Factor UK's own Ashwin Abinashi. And all of you should know who he is, but just in case you don't, I'll give you a quick rundown. Ashwin auditioned for the X Factor 4 different times between the years of 2008 and 2013. Unfortunately, he didn't make it through for any of those attempts, but his auditions were wildly entertaining. And if you haven't seen his auditions, you need to check out this video where I become an official Ashwinite. And hopefully I'm actually pointing to something and not telling you guys to watch my closet door. A little background on him: he was born in India and moved to England with his parents around the age of 13-ish. And moving from India to the UK at such a delicate age was a culture shock for him, but he adapted and completed his A-levels there in England. Around 5 years later, he would begin his string of auditions on the X Factor and gracing us all with his fun-loving personality. But what has he been up to lately? Well, in 2017, he appeared twice on the British game show Countdown. I did watch an episode of it. It did not foster an environment that would allow his personality to shine, so he was just a contestant on the game show. Really uneventful. But what else is he up to? Usually when I investigate a contestant, it is a really tedious job of looking into every crack and crevice on the internet and doing even more than that. But Ashwin? Opposite. Ashwin has social media and it has made it so nice. They all have social media, but they're usually really privated and hard to get to. But Ashwin has a public social media, and it made it really easy to find out what he's doing. And Ashwin is doing Ashwin things, the same goofy, entertaining things that we've seen from him before. And that's great. To me, that's great. I'm going to include a few clips just to show you what I mean.
In 5, 6, 7, 8.
This bitch right here.
You're on thin fucking ice, my pedigree chums.
Help is on the way! Did you miss me?
But wait, there's more. Boy, do I have a treat for you. Everyone, please welcome Ashwin Abinashi. I want to start this off with, all of us are here because we're X Factor fans, and your X Factor auditions were epic. I have to know, which audition did you like the least and which one was your favorite?
That's a quite an interesting question to ask me. I think about it. The one that I liked the least was probably the third time in Liverpool.
Okay.
The one I liked the most, it would probably have to be the first one.
The one in Liverpool, the one where you were Scottish?
Oh no, that was the one in Glasgow. That was the fourth time.
Okay. Because I would say that my favorite audition was your last one. I think that was the most fun when you came on as the wild card.
Oh yeah, I love that. That was an amazing experience, and I didn't know about it until 48 hours in advance.
Wow, so you really didn't have that much time to prepare.
So like I was waiting around for quite a long time before I got to sing on that stage in Wembley.
Oh yeah, I always wondered about that too. They really make you guys wait backstage like all day, don't they?
That's correct.
It would add to the nervousness, I think.
It doesn't help.
Yeah. That leads me to another question. How nervous were you on a scale of 1 to 10? And did the nerves get better as you auditioned? Like, did it get better each time? Or did it get worse?
It kind of varied, really. I would say the nervousness between 1 to 10, whether it be the first audition or the last one, it was always between a 5 and a 7.
Oh, okay. Mine would probably be at a 10. I'd be so nervous.
Those people who I struggle to talk in front of people, but when it comes to singing, I just go into a different zone.
Oh, that's so cool. I think I'm the opposite. Like, I think that I can sing. I think like when I'm alone, like in the bathroom, I think I'm a good singer. But if I were to try to sing for anybody else, I think nobody would hear me because I'd be too nervous to do it. I need to do like drunk karaoke or something, because I think if I drank, I'd probably be a little more brave.
Well, I would say I don't need to drink or get drunk to sing karaoke. However, I wouldn't say I get an extra sense of confidence when I'm drunk singing karaoke, but I tend to get a bit more out there. when I'm
Yeah.
singing.
I can't wait. I had never done karaoke ever in my life, but I want to someday. It sounds really fun.
I'd recommend it.
We don't really have any good places around here. I live in the mountains and there's like nothing around me. So maybe I'll have to open my own karaoke bar.
It's funny you mentioned that because when I was in New York City, I did a Google and I found a nice petite karaoke bar
Oh,
in
yeah.
central Manhattan.
How was it?
Everybody was really nice. It was really small, compact bar, just one member of staff working there, and you can fit at most maybe about 20 people in the bar at once, no more than that. Anything that surprised me about that karaoke bar is you actually have to pay to sing as well.
Oh, what? They charge you?
$2 a song.
$2 a song. And then did they charge if you had like multiple people on stage, or did just $2 a song?
$2 per person.
Oh my God.
Something that happened at that karaoke bar. I'm just standing at the bar, like having my beer, minding my own business. This guy looks up to me, and like, of course, I don't mean any offense copying your accent, so please forgive me if I'm.
No, it's okay. I love it. It's fine.
He looked at me, he's like, "Buddy, is your name Ashwin?" Like, yeah, what you are? I was like, "You ran the British X Factor, weren't you?" I got recognised internationally.
That would be so cool, honestly. If you're at a karaoke bar and then you see you sitting there, did you sing?
I did a lot of singing at that bar.
Oh, awesome.
My own funny renditions of songs, and I changed the lyrics around and stuff.
That's what makes you a good entertainer, because you don't just like get up there and do a complete copycat of the same song that we've all seen a million times. Like, you put yourself into it. So what brought you to the United States?
Oh,
Was that your first time? Sorry.
I've been to no worries. I've been to the United States a few times before that, but I was like there. Firstly, I was in Boston for a few nights before I went to New York City. When I was in Boston, I was just on holiday. Same with New York City. I was there on holiday, but visiting friends and family at the same time. And plus,
wow.
I found a karaoke bar in Boston as well, which was like slightly bigger and more marketed.
Next time you come to the United States, you need to let me know, because I live near those places, and I'll go to a karaoke bar for the first time with Ashwin Abinashi. So what's your favorite sport? I think I could guess.
Well, based on what you've probably seen from my Instagram posts, it doesn't count as a sport, but WWE wrestling. But outside of wrestling, I like watching another game called cricket.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. That one surprised me.
It's very dangerous as well. Unlike baseball, where you actually get a glove to catch the ball, you've got to catch the ball with your bare hands.
Oh my
God. If you catch it the wrong way, you could break your fingers.
Ouch. Oh yeah. I'd have all my fingers broken. I actually have a broken toe right now. I know you get asked all the time to like go back onto X Factor, but it's not even a thing anymore. So how's that possible? But would you go back and do it all over again if given the choice? If you could go back in time?
If I could go back in time, I would probably consider it. However, regarding getting on the show, it's not as easy as wait in line, you get to see the judges, yes or no, goodbye. It's much more complicated than that.
Right. It makes it look so quick. Like, you just show up, they put you in a room. But I've heard a lot of other contestants say that they spent hours and hours backstage. And then some people would get really frustrated, and then that would affect their audition. So maybe they do that on purpose. Did it seem like they were doing it for an ulterior motive, or was there just a lot of people to cycle through?
Yeah, I reckon it was all to do with like filming purposes, because usually the first scenes of any episode, whether it be American Idol, X Factor, or America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, you see like thousands of people queuing outside, waving at cameras and everything. Well, at least from my experience, you spend a good part of like 4 or 5 hours doing that.
Doesn't sound fun.
No, it isn't. It gets frustrating. And once people go inside, they have a pre-audition, something called a pre-audition, which is with like producers who work for the show, and they'll just give you they won't give a reason. They'll either say yes or no after they talk to you a bit and you sing a song for them. And I guarantee you, 90% of people get a no in that stage.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that a lot of people get stopped at pre-screening.
And I even remember like the first time I went for that stage, I was feeling slightly irritated because it was taking a bit too long for my go. And there were like 7 people in front of me, and all 7 of them were given no's. And when they were given those, they had their ID sticker scratched off, so they didn't try to sneak back into the queue. When they said yes to me, I was very ecstatic, and I was much younger and everything back then.
Yeah, that would have been really surprising to just see no, 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 and then yes. But clearly they saw that you were entertaining. But what did you have to do at that point? Did you have to sing a little bit of a song, or did you just like answer a couple questions from them, or both?
Well, we were all just taken into like separate small booths where like one, maybe two producers will be sitting there. They'll be like, "What's your name? Where have you traveled from? Do you think you can win the X Factor?" Like just a couple of basic questions. And what song are you going to sing? Sing us a little bit of the song.
Huh. That's kind of how I would have pictured it.
and basically, I got one of those golden tickets, which puts you through the next bit.
How cool is that? I'm sure at that point you were really excited. And like,
I was, because I did not expect it.
When your auditions aired on TV, what kind of reception did you get from the public? Like, were they generally nice to you, or did you have to deal with a lot of assholes?
For the most part, well, even now I get recognized in public now and again. Thankfully, 95% of the time, it's like fairly normal, friendly people who are like, "Oh, are you the guy of X Factor?" and stuff like that. But every now and again, you come across the odd idiot. I come across the odd idiot.
Are they ever an idiot like in person, or is it just online trolls that have to hide behind a camera?
These days, most of the time, it's online trolls, especially when I'm doing my lives on TikTok.
But I see that happen over and over to the nicest people, and it's like, what are these people doing? They just have all this time to be online, jumping from live to live and insulting people. I don't know what they get out of it, but I'm glad you don't deal with too much of it, because that's not cool.
Once you get roped in by a troll, there's almost like no getting out of it.
And they want a reaction. So even if like one little reaction is given, then it just fuels, and they suck.
Of course, like kind of linked to the subject of TikTok. If anything, I should be thankful to the X Factor, because it's thanks to the X Factor I've got nearly 43,000 followers on it.
Heck yeah. And I know I became, was it the 5,000th follower on Instagram?
You did, yes.
Yeah. So I was your 5,000th follower on Instagram, and you're my first interview on my channel. So I think that makes us like besties. I think we're friends now.
Yeah, we're definitely friends now.
Anybody who's not already following Ashwin, you need to hop over to Instagram and TikTok. Jump on over there, follow him now so that we can build his audience even more. We know you like WWE and cricket now. What do you like to do for fun? And singing and karaoke. What other kind of things do you like to do for fun?
Another thing I like to enjoy doing occasionally is going to disco-style nightclubs and have a nice boogie.
Oh, wait, what did you call it?
Again, going out to a disco-style nightclub to have a bit of a boogie.
Disco! Oh, yeah. Disco, that sounds so fun. I didn't even know they had disco-style nightclubs. Maybe they don't here, but you're in London, right?
Yeah, all kinds of nightclubs here.
Do you dance like the 80s and the 70s, or the...
I dance mainly to like 70s, 80s, and 90s music, but however, I do need to be quite drunk to start dancing. I can't dance when I'm sober, and I have some very unique dance moves. Check out my TikTok to see some of my dance moves, people.
I have already stalked a good bit of your TikTok page, but I'm definitely going to go back through and see the ones, because you have a lot that I still need to catch up on. But one of my viewers actually tipped me off to you, because I was doing a video for Michael Lewis, and I decided to throw the video out because he's not in a good place right now. So I said that, and somebody in my comment section said, you need to check out Ashwin, because he's doing good and he's got social media that you can go look at and you can talk to him. And I was like, yes, Ashwin. That viewer, thank you for that tip. Okay, so what's your favorite color?
In order of top three: blue, ideally navy blue, red, and orange.
Nice. Not many people will say orange, so that's a different one. That's pretty cool. Do you have any pets?
I'm not a pet person, I'm afraid. I'm especially terrified of dogs. I'm xenophobic.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's okay. I'm terrified of snakes. They freak me out.
Saying that, I'm more scared of snakes than I am of dogs. If I was stuck between the two, I'd definitely go towards the dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, same. Definitely. But I love dogs. We have a couple. But I live on a ranch, so that kind of makes sense. I just have a bunch of animals.
I understand.
Is there anything else that you can tell us about your life that you're comfortable telling us? Because we don't like to invade on anyone's privacy here. So if there's anything you don't want to tell us, that's totally fine. But is there anything about your life today that you can share with us that we haven't already talked about?
Obviously, I can't share anything too personal, but
Yeah.
obviously, since X Factor, I still get recognized now and again from people. And of course, thanks to X Factor, it's helped me gain a bit more confidence in myself as a person, because I used to be very shy before I went on the show.
Oh, good. At least something came from that. That's really great.
Yeah, I'm getting to put myself out there a bit more. I've been going on occasional dates and everything.
Oh, good. So you're still single right now. And what kind of person are you looking for? Just in case anybody's watching this right now and wants to hit Ashwin up.
Well, it's difficult to say. I don't have a specific type, but things I personally wouldn't date someone who's the complete opposite of me, like as in someone who's
Yeah.
control freak, doesn't like singing,
Yeah.
boring personality. No offense.
None taken. Yeah. That's probably a good thing to look for, because you need someone to match your energy, and then you guys can go out and have fun and sing together.
Of course. Yeah, I wasn't saying you have a boring personality. You know, you're great.
Well, thanks for clarifying, but no, I understood. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you. And I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this, because I know you've had a busy day already and you've got another thing that's happening soon that you've got to go to. So I understand that. I really appreciate you coming on here. I know my viewers are going to love it. And keep in contact, though, because we're friends now.
Definitely. We're besties, as we call
Exactly.
it. And of course, if you ever need me again in the future, just give me a shout.
Okay, yeah, actually, for the viewers that are watching, if you have any questions for Ashwin that you want me to add to my list for next time, of course, we're not going to have Ashwin talk about anything he doesn't want to talk about, but if there's any questions on the list that he'd like to discuss, we can have him come back and talk to him again, and I think that'd be really fun. So, Ashwin, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. I know it's like 7 o'clock over there now, so have
nearly 7 o'clock dinner time.
Oh, wow. Yeah. See, it's only about 2 o'clock here. So
it's barely lunchtime to you.
Yep. It's lunch is calling my name. Thank you so much, Ashwin. I'm going to get off here and yeah, bye.
No problem. Take care of yourself, yeah?
Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.